So Year 7, your investigative challenge for this lesson is based on dissolving, and you have been asked to investigate whether the temperature of the water changes the volume that can be dissolved of solute. So can you dissolve more of the solid in hotter water or colder water, or does it not make a difference? So I'm suggesting you use salt or sugar. I've got some sugar in this bowl here. Now I did say you could use a teaspoon, but I have measuring for baking. So this is very useful because it means that my teaspoon is exactly the same size each time I add to the liquid. So if you have one of these, use one of these. If you don't, you can use a teaspoon, but just make sure that you heap the same amount of solid onto the teaspoon each time. That's one of the control variables you should consider. So I've got my glass here. It's a lovely clear glass. I can see really easily, and in fact I can see the bottom of the glass very clearly. So if I add now, I'm going to make sure I shake that. That's exactly a level. It's actually a half teaspoonful in this case. And I'm now going to add it in here. And then I would stir. Now I would suggest you could stir it with something else. So you can see that's not dissolved yet. But as we stir, what's happening, of course, is that the particles of the liquid are bumping into the particles of the solid. So the solvent is colliding with the solute until all those little tiny crystals of sugar have been broken up into such tiny particles that they are now each surrounded by water particles, and you can't see anything. Oh, there's just one there. So once I've stirred this and you can see that has dissolved, then I would then take another spoonful of my solute, and I would add it, and I would do the same thing. So I would stir, and I would make sure that all those little solute particles dissolved. Now you keep going with this. If I keep stirring this, this will dissolve. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to continue until I think I've reached saturation. So once again, all of those little particles have dissolved. I'm going to continue, and I'll join you in a second. So welcome back. I have been stirring here, and I think a little bit of this will now dissolve, and then I'm left. No matter what I do to this, this is just sitting in the bottom of this glass. I cannot dissolve any more. So I would then finish this investigation, as you can see, is at the bottom, and no matter what I do, I still have that at the bottom. That means the solution is saturated. It cannot take any more. The water particles cannot surround the solute, the solid particles. So we have a saturated solution. No more can dissolve. So the number of spoonfuls I've added in before the last one, I would write down in my results table. So have a go. I would then do this investigation 3 times with this temperature of water, and I would record my results, record the same thing, follow the same method with a different temperature of water, record your results and calculate your average. And then you can draw some conclusions. Good luck, Year 7. Looking forward to seeing your results.